Alright, what is up guys? Today we are back on Pokemon Showdown for my Week 4 battle versus Brent in the Washington Wischcash. If you guys saw the team builder, you know what I am bringing. But for a quick recap, this is a Choice Banded Staraptor, Colbur Berry, Bronzong to check the Mamoswine, which he did not bring, so that's good. I don't think it would have been too big of an issue, but you will see how the match pans out. We have a Calm Mind, Hidden Power Ghost, Flash Cannon, Focus Blast, Cobalion. We have a Life Orb, Nidoqueen, Offensive with Substitute and Sleep Talk in case the Venusaur had Sleep Powder. We have a Life Orb Modest, Latios with Defog Roosts, Draco Meteor, and Psychic. And we have a Assault Vest, Zebstrika to hopefully handle his Raikou a little bit, but you'll see in the match he actually has an Assault Vest Raikou to handle my Zebstrika, so pretty funny. But yeah guys, he is bringing his Jirachi. Now I see that he doesn't have a Stealth Rocker other than Jirachi, so I'm thinking that it could be his Stealth Rocker, but one, I know that Brent doesn't always bring Stealth Rocks, and two, he loves Choice Scarf Jirachi. Brings it almost every single week, so that is definitely probably the more likely option. Next, he's gonna have his Raikou, his Haunter. I wasn't expecting that, but you'll see it does some work late in the match, and then he's gonna have his Mega Venusaur, his Slowbro, and his Tornadus. Now, looking at his team, the biggest threat to me at this point is the Jirachi if I let my Bronzong get too low, and the Tornadus again if I let my Bronzong get too low, because the only way I can really deal with Tornadus is Bronzong. The only way I can really deal with Jirachi is Bronzong, and without reliable recovery, Bronzong can't really handle both, so that is going to be an issue. That's the main issue, and that's what I'm worried about going into the match. But looking at his team, his flying resist is Jirachi, so unless that is like a max HP, max defense Jirachi, it is not going to appreciate a Choice Banded Brave Bird. Neither is Raikou. All four of these Pokemon get O-Code. Slowbro does if it's not max defense, but if it's max defense, it does like 75% minimum, so Staraptor is so powerful. But yeah, Staraptor definitely gonna do a lot of work. I noticed that Cobalion, if I can set up, it definitely can have the potential to sweep him. It's just if that Jirachi is Choice Scarf, I can't get flinched down. That's the main problem. So we're gonna go ahead and get straight into this match, and he's gonna lead with his Slowbro. I'm gonna decide to lead with my let's make this slower. I'm gonna decide to lead with my Zebstrika, because he has no ground type, and I'm thinking if I can catch something slower than me, I just get a free Volt Switch, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. Going to go for the Volt Switch, I'm going to get a crit, and based on that damage, because of the crit, I can tell already that he has Assault Vest after running some calcs. I'm going to go into my Latios, as I feel like I want to I can just get off a big Draco on something, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. A modest Draco Meteor, and again, that now confirms that he is Assault Vest by the damage he took from that Draco. Now I'm forced to switch out as he can 2-hit KO me with the Shadow Ball. I'm going to go into my Nidoqueen, as I feel like it's my best answer to this at this point. Could have gone into my Zebstrika looking back at it. I don't know why, but I kind of forgot I had it. But I'm going to fire off a Sludge Wave, because I feel like Haunter for some reason might be his answer to my Nidoqueen, because I couldn't really think of another reason why he would bring it. So I didn't want to Earth Power, so I'm going to fire off a Sludge Wave there, as it would kill Raikou as well. And now I can get a switch into my Latios and another free Draco Meteor. So he's going to go into Jirachi, forcing me out. He's going to double, making a good play. And now I have to go into my Bronzong. I'm forced to. I can't let Latios die. I think it's more important at this point. So I'm going to go into my Bronzong, as he goes into his Tornadus. Now, it's very obvious here that he's either going to go for a knockoff or a Heat Wave, so I have to stay in because I don't have a great switch to this. He's going to go for a knockoff, and I slurp up my Colbur Berry. So predicting some other move. I don't think he's going to knock off again. I'm just going to go into my Zebstrika and try and get off another free volt switch. He's going to superpower, doing a lot of damage. I'm max HP, so this is definitely an offensive Tornadus. Now, he's going to opt to stay in. I wanted to click Thunderbolt here. I kind of thought he would stay in, but it is what it is. We're definitely just going to weaken that, which is very nice. So I'm going to go into my Nidoqueen because I know that I can sponge any hit from this, as he's going to go for knockoff. And now, in order for him to kill me, he's going to have to go for a Hurricane. So predicting the Hurricane, I go into my Bronzong just so he can die to Life Orb. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat up that Hurricane, and of course I get confused. Brent has a reputation for hacking me. So it's 30% though, so he's going to go into a Slowbro. I decide that I want to get a Toxic off on this, be useful, but of course I'm going to hit myself in confusion, so I'm not going to be able to get off that Toxic, just in case it was like a Calm Mind Slowbro. But after doing some calcs, I see that Staraptor will kill, and it is going to blow that thing back with a Choice Banded Brave Bird. But we're going to take Rocky Helmet and the Recoil. So now Staraptor is chilling at about half, which is not good. So brings in his Jirachi, and right here, going to switch out into my Nidoqueen, seeing what he wants to do, just kind of sacking it as he goes for the Zen Headbutt. So judging by that, I see that he's probably offensive, because that move has a chance to miss. He could run Heart Stamp and stuff like that. But he's going to go for another Zen Headbutt. I'm going to go into my Latios, praying that I don't get flinched, just to get off some damage on this so Staraptor can kill, or Cobalion can kill. Because what I'm thinking at this point is the best chance I have at winning is Cobalion. At this point, Cobalion is a very big threat to him, my special Calm Mind Cobalion. And just between these three mons, I can't really do anything unless I get a good chance to set up with Cobalion. So I am forced to go into it here, hoping that I don't get flinched by his Headbutt. It doesn't do that much, it does like 30%, but he is going to sack his Raikou right here as I go for the Focus Blast on this Raikou, and thankfully I do hit. Focus Blast is really unreliable. He hit like 5 against me last time we battled last season, but he brings in his Haunter, and I need to keep this healthy. That is my win condition at this point. So what I'm going to do is just sack my Zebstrika. I wanted to go to Staraptor predicting a Shadow Ball, but if I switched it on a Sludge Bomb, that would not have been good. He Sludge Bombed a Cobalion because he's crazy, knowing that I'd switch out, so good play on him. And Brent knows how I play, so he's very good at making those types of plays. So now what he's going to do is sack his Venusaur. Now this is actually kind of bad for me because Venusaur was my setup fodder. Unless it had Sleep Powder, then that was good. Venusaur was my setup fodder for Cobalion, so kind of bad. But he's going to sack his Venusaur just to bring back in Haunter, and I really don't know why he did that, just sacking his Venusaur for no reason. But he's going to go for a Thunderbolt. And now my last Pokemon is Cobalion. He has Jirachi and Haunter, which at this range both die to HP Ghost. So I actually know that I can tank any one hit from both of these Pokemon. It's just going to come down to if I get flinched by Jirachi, but you're going to see he's actually going to decide to sack his Jirachi, which was really the only chance he had to win, was hitting me with a move from Haunter and then trying to flinch me down with Jirachi. That was his only chance at winning, but he's going to make a bit of a misplay here and decide to sack his Jirachi. I really don't know why. It was probably a choice Haunter, and he just wanted to switch up his moves. But the only thing that could kill me right here is a Focus Blast, and he has that chance to miss, but we talked after the match. He didn't have Focus Blast. What he's actually going to do is go for the Destiny Bond, but fortunately that's not going to be enough. We're going to go for the Hidden Power Ghost and knock out the Haunter, so we're going to die as well, but it still counts as a victory because he went down first. So we win the match. Me and the Miami Manaphies are now 4-0, so depending on how the others do, we are number 1 in the league right now, or at least tied for number 1 in the league with a 4-0 record. So That is very, very good. I feel like Brent was probably going to be the hardest match. Brent and Cam is probably going to be the two hardest matches of this season, and we've won one of them, so very happy about that. I'm not sure who my next week opponent is, but definitely stay tuned for that, guys, because that will be uploaded next week, of course. Got to start prepping, talking to the front office, and getting ready for that battle. But I'm very glad we could win. Very, very glad we can win. We're 4-0 with a +9 differential, I believe. And, the season is looking good. I think if we just win like one more match, we're guaranteed in playoffs. So, things are looking up, guys. So, definitely stay tuned again for next week. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.